Hey everybody. Well, apparently everybody really likes these confessions and these 3,000 questions about me. I woke up this morning and I had a crap ton of likes, comments, and they're still coming in as we speak. And right now I looked on my video and I have like close to 700 views. So, heck, I didn't know it would blow up like this. That's awesome that you guys want to hear more about me. But uh, I've been wanting to start doing a webcast thing kind of like this, for a while. But I just never really had something to like catch everybody's attention and start out with. So I guess I found something with this. So I'm glad you guys really love hearing me out and talking. And this is very therapeutic to me, talking to all of you guys. I really like doing this, and I hope to be doing this for a while. Who knows? It could turn into something really cool. But let's see. We got a new 15. Let's get started. Question number 16. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? If I could change one thing about myself, I would say, personally, me being more assertive, taking what I want and vocalizing what I want, and following through and acting upon it. I've gotten way better at it over the years because before, I remember my parents used to always tell me, closed mouth doesn't get fed. And, we're not always going to be there to speak up for you. You got to do it yourself. And now that I'm an adult and on my own, it's a lot more different now that, you got to speak up for yourself. If you feel you're completely out of your element, or if you're feeling like you've been wronged or whatever the case is, speak up. What's the worst that could happen, Because at the end of the day, you speak up, and at least that lets people know you can't get punked, So I would say if I could change one thing about myself, be more assertive. I'm doing way better at it, but I think I can still get a little bit better at it. Number 17, what do you consider your greatest achievement? Oh, that's easy. In 2016, when I was at Mayville State University, I'll never forget this. I was going to class, and I had not checked my email at all today, on that day. And I go to my class. It's my advisor. One of her classes, her name is Kelly Otten. I love her to death. She is the most amazing advisor ever. And she said, "Chris, have you checked your email?" And I'm like, no. Why? She's like, "You should check your email." I'm like, okay. So I check my email, and the first thing I see that once I hit my refresh is, "Christopher Jones, you have been selected to be the recipient of the Most Outstanding Student in Early Childhood Education Award." And I had to read that over like, what? What are you talking about? And when I'm reading over the letter and like why I'm getting this award, like I was shocked. Like of all the students in that school, in that program, in that jurisdiction, they all voted for me. And I thought there was more deserving people than me, but I got selected, and I ran with it, and I was just so happy. And I remember calling my mom, calling my dad, telling my grandparents that I got the award. And I remember them just being outright just happy for me. And that was a very good day for me. And as soon as I read that email, I got teachers in the hallway congratulating me, and students and my friends congratulating me because they saw I'm getting the award. And then something I didn't figure out until a little bit later, with that particular award, I'm the first male to ever receive that award at Mayville State University, which makes me the first African American male to win that award. And that school's been up since, 1889? something like that. And I'm the first male, African American male to do that. So I'm in history books there now, and that was so significant to me, and that was an amazing day, amazing feeling. I loved it. As a matter of fact, in my apartment, I have that award sitting on my bedside to let me know, why you chose this profession. And if you ever doubt yourself, you can look at that award and be like, you know what, I can do this. So there's that. Number 18, if you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be? Ooh. If I were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be? I would probably say I would like to come back as a celebrity of some sort, like an actor. Nobody specific, just come back as a famous actor or something like that. Being a celebrity would be pretty fun. I mean, you can go pretty much everywhere. You'll be recognized everywhere, and you'll be able to afford a lot of things. So it'll be a nice ride to take. So just for a change, that'd be pretty cool. Celebrity. 19. Where would you most like to live? Palm Springs, California. I would love to live there. I went there once, like my sophomore year in high school, and I loved it there. The weather was cool. The people were nice. I can't imagine how expensive it is to live in Palm Springs, but if I had the money and if I had a nice job set up there, I would love to move to Palm Springs. It sounds so fun. And after being there for 5 days, I was like, I could see myself kicking it here. Or a consolation prize for me would be Atlanta. I went to Atlanta once to go see my mom's best friend, Melissa, and going to go support her son graduating high school. And that was very fun. Touring downtown Atlanta, I've never been before. Great weather, cool people, places to shop at. It was really nice. So I would say either Palm Springs, California, or Atlanta, Georgia would be those. Number 20, what is your most treasured possession? My shoes, my shoes, my shoes, my shoes. And I'll probably just say overall my wardrobe. Because if I lost my shoes collection and my wardrobe stuff, I would be pretty broken, All that time, all that money, all that running around and gas money going from place to place to pick all that up. That would not sit well with me if that just all of a sudden poof goes away. Nah. So I'd say treasured possessions, my shoes, and just overall my wardrobe. 21. What do you regard as the lowest depth of misery? Ooh. Lowest depth of misery? 2 things. One would be parents having to bury their own child. I can't fathom being a parent and having to bury a son or a daughter when they didn't even get a chance to live their life. And I believe that would be one of the worst things that a parent would have to do, is to put their child to rest. Can't even fathom or imagine that. And the other one, I would say, which would be that tie, would be watching someone you love or who you are romantically in love with leaving you and being with somebody else. That would hurt. That would hurt. Especially if that person's moved on and you're still having strong feelings for that person and they move on, they have a new significant other or whatever it is, and you just gotta sit there and look at that or take that. That's painful to me. So those would be my 2 for the lowest depth of miseries. Number 22, what is your favorite occupation? Teacher. That's easy. Teacher or pro athlete. Luckily, I qualify for one of them. I love being teacher and doing what I do, helping mold the young minds of tomorrow and all that good jazz. So I'd say I'm doing a good job. 23, what is your most marked characteristic? Most marked characteristic in terms of like, what do people like notice about me? My positivity. When I come in, whether it be for work or meeting up with friends or whatever, I am known, I'd say, just to be that positive guy in the group. Give off some laughs, take the stress off of people by jokes or just me being there and conversating with me and having a nice conversation. It's, I would say, my positivity and just the fact how I can just be funny and relate to people no matter what they're going through. I can resonate and be a person that they can lean upon and uplift and show them a better path or whatever the case is. So I'd say my positivity would be my most marked characteristic. Number 24, what do you most value in your friends? What I mostly value in my friends would be their honesty is one thing. Even if it's something I don't want to hear, but I need to hear it, and they are perfectly comfortable with saying that to me. I don't want to hear it, but I need to. And I would say that's the main thing I value in my friends, honesty, and just the fact how you can relate to me and how I can relate to my friends. And I have many friends ranging from, my elementary days to middle school, high school, college, adulthood. And I can correlate and relate to every one of those people and just make it a fun time, with a conversation. So most value of my friends would be their honesty and just how I can correlate and relate to people, to my friends. But anyway, number 25, who are your favorite writers? Dave Pilkey, who is the creator of Captain Underpants, one of my favorite series of all time, ever since I was a kid. Lemony Snicket, who created the series of Unfortunate Events, which are amazing books. And I liked how it was a style of kind of gothic, but at the same time, suspenseful / mystery. Suspenseful, mystery, gothic book. And I loved it. Just the concept of the book and how he would word a lot of the things that were going on in the story. I just like the detail that you could just paint a picture in your head and see what the kids are going through and where they're at and the living conditions that they're in. And it's like, wow, and you can actually see it and picture it. And any other favorite writers? Dave Pilkey, Lemony Snicket, and of course, you got to give it up to Stan Lee. Stan Lee, rest in heaven, the greatest comic book creator of all time, who created every Marvel character for the most part and made it possible. Frank Miller, who created Sin City, great graphic novel comic book. And Bob Kane, who created Batman. Those are my favorite writers of all time. 26. Who is your hero of fiction? So if I could just choose a hero of any fiction, that's easy. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's been my number one since forever. Spider-Man literally has been my favorite superhero since I saw him on TV, on Fox Kids back when I was a little kid. And then slowly after Spider-Man, I got addicted to Batman. So Batman is a really, really close second. Spider-Man is number one and always will be. 27. Which historical figure do you most identify with? Historical figure I mostly identify with. I think I consider myself identifying with, I'd say a lot of Martin Luther King, I would say, because I'm the type of guy who his philosophies of peaceful coexistence between races, black people and white people, and anybody who knows me knows I have so many different friends all across so many different genres, from black people, white people, Asian, Mexican. Everybody I have, overseas friends, Australians. I think I'm just able to just like close that gap and bridge the gap between people where you don't necessarily have to fear every black person you see, especially if you've never talked to someone like that. And once you meet me, just like I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm a positive guy. All the stereotypes that you can think of about African Americans, I don't fit any of those descriptions, the negative descriptions at all. And I think it really floors people back when they see like, oh, he doesn't do that, he doesn't do this, he's okay, he's cool. And with Martin Luther King's philosophy, he believed in, turning the other cheek. I'm not the type of guy to where if someone has a racist remark or comment, as painful as it is for me to hear, I turn the other cheek, and because violence is not going to solve it. It's really not. It's just going to escalate it, and it's going to be way impact me and taint my image already because it's expected of me. So I'm not going to do what the media wants to see, And I've just been all about just peaceful coexistence between people, and just being a positive leader, and turning the other cheek, even if I've been wronged or what have you. It is what it is, and you just keep going forward. Gotta keep moving forward. Number 28. Who are your heroes in real life? Mom, dad, my grandparents, special shout outs to my extended family. Samuel Payne, he has been like another father figure to me. Jay, his lovely wife, another mother-like figure to me. And there's so many people out there that have impacted my life in a heroic manner that molded me into the man I am today. And seeing African Americans be something more than just their stereotypes. There's educators. There's people who are trying to help people. And I don't think the media sees a lot of that or wants to broadcast something like that because it puts us in a more positive light. And I don't think that's not in the plan, as the Joker would say. It's not a part of the plan, And with those people out there, like I said, if I'm forgetting any names, I'm sorry. But you know who you are. The people who have impacted my life, my coaches, extended family members, my parents, a lot of people out there, too numerous to list. But just letting you all know, you have all been heroes to me in my book, in my growing up process in life, and I cherish you guys all so much. And thank you very much for teaching me the right way and how to do things, because Lord knows I'd be lost without that guidance. 29. What are your favorite names? My favorite names, if I ever had kids, obviously, if I have a boy, I would want to name my son after my name. But the two names that I like that are not that don't have my name involved, for a boy, I've always liked Dante. For some reason, I've always liked Dante. And for a girl, I've always loved Jade. I love Jade. I don't know what it is. I just like the color Jade. It's a pretty green color. It's soft, it's smooth, and it's pretty. And I've always liked Jade. Jade. And Dante, Dante. So, if I have kids in the future, if they're named Dante and Jade, you can look back on this video and say, hey, now I know why. And last question of the night, question 30. What is it that you most dislike? Oh, that's easy. Chocolate. Chocolate has been my kryptonite for many years, 27 long years. And my mom can attest to this. My father can attest to this. That has started since the womb. How much I hate chocolate. I can't stomach it. I can't stand it. Tasting it on my taste buds just rubs me the wrong way. I can't do it. Can't do it. And sometimes, even at 27 years old, if I taste a hint of chocolate, it just, like a dry heave. It's like, oh, shoot, no. But, yeah, those are my 15 questions for the night. Obviously, I got 15 more tomorrow, and trust me, 30 out of 3,000, that's not a hugest dent in the world, but it's something, you know. Oh, and by the way, before I go, I gotta let you guys know, I finally got my YouTube channel set up. I customized it and everything, so I only have one video on there, and that was yesterday's 3,000 Things About Me, part 1, and this is part 2. So I'm gonna upload to my Facebook, and I'm gonna upload to my YouTube. And my YouTube, for those of you who want to follow me, subscribe to me or whatever, my YouTube is Purple Rain 7742, which is my gamer tag on my Xbox. So once again, Purple Rain 7742. And if there's other names out there, mine is the Prince symbol. It's purple, and in the background, it's the state of Minnesota. State of Minnesota, the Prince symbol, and it's purple. So if you want to know, that is me. So on that note, guys, have a great night. Have a blessed night. I'm going to get some rest for the big day I got tomorrow, which is a big day of mostly sitting around and being Chris Jones. So good night, everybody. Love y'all. Peace.